This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen.
On the Scorecard tonight, we continue with our countdown of the top 28 sports stories of 2024. We have tennis, and it has proven to be the year of Jannik Sinner. F1 is still a one-way lane as Max Verstappen clinches his 4th world title. Also included in the countdown, the LA Dodgers winning the World Series. All the world champions and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 26th of December. Now, here's our roundup.
All right, on the 20th spot in our countdown is the Dodgers win over the Yankees, and what a finish it was. The Los Angeles Dodgers, down 5 runs in the 5th inning, flipped the script on the Yankees in a historic Game 5, taking home the World Series title with a dramatic 7-6 comeback win to clinch their 8th championship title. Aaron Judge and Jazz Chisholm Jr. hit back-to-back homers to put the Yankees ahead. The Dodgers kept their focus. Errors by Judge and Anthony Volpe in the 5th inning, along with a misstep by Garrett Cole, handed LA 5 unearned runs and shifted the momentum.
Now here's Mookie Betts.
Freddie Freeman's 2-run single tied the game, while Mookie Betts and Gavin Lux hit key sacrifice flies in the 8th to put LA ahead. The Yankees tried to rally, but Walker Buehler closed it out in the 9th for the winning. Now, this marks the Dodgers' first full season championship since 1988, with Freeman earning Series MVP honors. Manager Dave Roberts led the team to his 2nd title, solidifying the Dodgers as one of the baseball's most dominant teams. What a way to end the season!
And number 19 on our countdown, it's Usyk showing Fury who is proved he's the real deal, dominating Tyson Fury by unanimous decision to keep his heavyweight crown and remain undefeated across 2 divisions. All 3 judges scored it 116-112 for Usyk, who took it to Fury from the start, landing punch after punch with his lethal left hook. Now 23-0 with 14 KOs, Usyk's dominance is undeniable. He outboxed Fury, rocked him in the 11th with a savage combination, and finished strong, sending a clear message. He is here to stay. Fury, now 34-2-1, was left licking his wounds after suffering back-to-back losses. He said, "I thought I won both fights, but now I've got 2 losses," as his future in the ring hangs in the balance. Usyk celebrated with a saber, symbolizing Ukraine's unbreakable spirit, and the fight drew a $190 million prize purse, proving this rematch was as big as it gets. Usyk isn't just a champion, he is now the undisputed king of the heavyweight division.
And now for your daily dose of sports lingo. In boxing, sometimes all it takes is a puncher's chance. That one moment when an underdog, seemingly outclassed, lands a knockout blow. Think of it as the ultimate wild card, that no matter how much of a mismatch, if a fighter connects with the right punch at the right time, they can turn the fight upside down. Now, it's that moment of magic where all strategy and skill get put on hold, and a single shot can change the course of a whole match. One punch, one chance, one winner, so don't blink. And before we continue with our countdown, it is worth mentioning that the Philippine men's national football team is on a roll, delivering an explosive performance, crushing Tajikistan 3-0 to claim the bronze medal in the 50th King's Cup on Songkhla, Thailand. After a nail-biting scoreless first half, the floodgates finally opened in the second half. Garrett Holtman broke through just 2 minutes into the restart, firing a rocket into the back of the net in the 47th minute to set the tone for the Filipinos. Jefferson Tabinas followed with a thunderous header in the 58th minute, doubling the lead and putting Tajikistan on the ropes. Now, the Nationals weren't done yet. Zico Bailey delivered the knockout punch in the 62nd minute, coolly slotting home the 3rd goal to seal a commanding victory for the whole Philippines. It was sure a fiery comeback for the team, rebounding from an earlier 3-1 loss to host Thailand at the group stage. Now with this win, the Filipinos proved their mettle, proving that they are now a force to reckon with among Southeast Asia's football elites.
Also newsworthy is a Pinoy making waves in his sport. La Union's Rogelio J.R. Esquivel Jr. delivered a masterful performance at the 2024 World Surf League La Union International Pro in January, stomping the competition on his way to becoming a back-to-back champion in the men's longboard division. Surfing with precision and confidence on home turf, Esquivel showcased why he's a powerhouse in the global surfing scene. In the finals, Esquivel faced Japan's Kai Hamase in a thrilling battle of skill and strategy. Harnessing the iconic Mona Lisa point waves, Esquivel carved his way to victory with an impressive 18.00 score, outclassing Hamase's 16.55 to secure the title. "This one's for my brother, my inspiration," Esquivel said after his victory. "He taught me everything when I was just a kid, and this win is dedicated to him." Esquivel's journey to the top has been groundbreaking. In 2023, he made history as the first Filipino to qualify for the World Surf League Longboard Tour. With another triumph in La Union, he continues to elevate Philippine surfing on the world stage. Esquivel's performance not only reaffirmed his dominance but also underscored the rise of Philippine surfing, a sport gaining momentum with every wave conquered. When we return, we will continue our roundup of 2024's top sports stories.
So watch out for that right here on
The Scorecard! Welcome back to The Scorecard. Before we continue our countdown of 2024's top 28 sports stories, we of course have more honorable mentions. The NBA world was buzzing in mid-2024, not just about the usual trade rumors or MVP debates, but about one of the league's brightest shooting stars stepping onto the sidelines as a coach, and not just any coach. J.J. Redick, the sharp-shooting guard known for his deadly three-point accuracy, is now the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a story that feels like a curveball but makes you wonder, could this unconventional choice be the spark the Lakers need? J.J. Redick, a career three-point specialist, lit up the NBA arenas for 15 years, knocking down over 4,700 triples and carving out a reputation as one of the most prolific shooters of his era. After retiring, he didn't follow the traditional route into coaching. Instead, Redick found a new platform in the podcast world, hosting The Old Man and the Three, a thoughtful, insightful, and wildly popular show that became a must-listen for NBA fans. His transition from player to media star seemed complete, with no signs of a return to the court, let alone the sidelines. But in May 2024, everything changed. The Lakers, after parting ways with Darvin Ham, embarked on a search for a new head coach that spanned far and wide. Reports surfaced that they even considered college coaching icons like UConn's Dan Hurley. However, the Lakers seemed to want someone with a fresh, unconventional perspective, a voice that resonated with the day's modern NBA player. And that is why when they circled back to Redick, whose expertise in shooting, player development, and understanding of the modern game made him an intriguing candidate. Now, despite his lack of traditional coaching experience. Now, on June 20, 2024, J.J. Redick became the 29th head coach in Lakers history. The reaction was mixed, to say the least. Some questioned whether Redick, who had never coached at the collegiate or professional level, could command the locker room of stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Others praised the Lakers for thinking outside the box, betting on someone who had first-hand experience of the game but with a modern lens. Someone who had been in the trenches with the players, not just analyzing from afar. In Redick's first 26 games as head coach, the results have been, well, mixed. The Lakers currently sit at 14-12, which projects to a record barely holding on to the fringes of the Western Conference play-in tournament. Now, to some, that might sound disappointing for a team loaded with superstar talent. After all, this is LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the same duo that led the Lakers to a championship only a few seasons ago. The expectations were high, but let's not forget that Redick is learning on the fly. He didn't inherit a team built around a specific system or style. He's had to carve his own path. It's clear the Lakers are still figuring out how to blend their aging stars with a supporting cast that's trying to prove itself. Redick's challenge has been bridging the gap between his media-driven basketball philosophy and the gritty day-to-day reality of coaching an NBA roster. One of Redick's strengths has always been his shooting acumen, knowing how to train shooters, foster spacing, and find ways to create offense. And while the results aren't yet where Lakers fans expected, there have been flashes. LeBron, though, in the later stages of his career, has had nights where he looks rejuvenated under Redick's guidance. Anthony Davis, when healthy, has shown signs of the dominant two-way player the Lakers need. However, Redick's biggest challenge is handling the dynamics of a locker room full of personalities. LeBron James, for all his on-court brilliance, is no stranger to making coaching changes, and his influence on and off the court is undeniable. Getting LeBron fully bought into Redick's vision while balancing Davis and the rest of the team is no small feat. Yet there's a sense that Redick's NBA pedigree, his understanding of the game's evolution, his ability to connect with players, and his reputation as someone who has been through the fire could be what the Lakers need in the long run.
And here's a truly historic moment in NBA history, one that actually transcends the court and brings us a family connection rarely seen in sports. Now, on October 22 of 2024, LeBron James and his son, Bronny James, became the first ever father-son duo to play together in a regular season game. LeBron's career has been nothing short of legendary. We can all agree with that, with countless accolades and milestones. But this one, oh boy, this was personal. Bronny, who emerged from USC as the number 55 overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft, didn't have to wait so long to share the floor with his father. The Los Angeles Lakers season opener against the Minnesota Timberwolves marked the historic moment when Bronny checked in, and for the first time, we saw LeBron and Bronny as teammates. LeBron's dream, of course, of playing alongside his son finally became a reality, and the two even shared a post-game moment with Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr., another iconic father-son duo who paved the way for this unforgettable NBA moment. Now, Bronny's time on the floor was brief, just actually 3 minutes, and he didn't register a point in that game, but hey, the significance wasn't in the numbers, okay? LeBron, however, showed he still had plenty left in the tank, scoring 16 points, grabbing 5 rebounds, and dishing out 4 assists in 25 minutes of play. The Lakers, went on to win 110-103, but that moment of family history stood above the box score. Now, since then, Bronny has been splitting time between the NBA and the G League, still adjusting to the pace and demands of the league. He finally found his scoring touch in a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers on October 30, scoring his first NBA points. It's been a slow but steady start for Bronny, but hey, that father-son duo taking the court together, that's etched in NBA history forever.
When we return, our countdown continues with more world champions on our list.
So keep it here on The Scorecard.
You're still watching The Scorecard. History has been made in men's tennis, and this story is number 18 on our 2024 Top Sports Story list. It's Jannik Sinner's climb to the pinnacle of the ATP rankings. The Italian prodigy has taken the world by storm. Jannik Sinner has achieved what no Italian before him has done. He's now the world number 1 in men's tennis. At just 22 years old, Sinner has become the 29th player in ATP history to claim the top spot since computerized rankings began in 1973. This monumental feat caps off a phenomenal year for the young star. Sinner began the season ranked world number 4, but with a string of standout performances, including his maiden Grand Slam title at the Australian Open and a Masters 1000 title in Miami. He's risen to the summit of the tennis world. Add to that the semi-final finishes at Indian Wells, Monte Carlo, and Roland Garros, and it's clear why Sinner's name now sits atop the rankings. Reflecting on his achievements, Sinner shared, "It's a great result of work ethic. Me and my team have worked hard to reach this goal, but the focus remains on improving as a player and as a person." And improved he has, amassing a 15-4 record against top 10 opponents over the past year, including 9 wins against current or former world number ones like Novak Djokovic, Carlos Alcaraz, and Daniil Medvedev. And speaking of Djokovic, Sinner's rise marks the end of Djokovic's latest reign at the top. The Serbian legend has spent a record 428 weeks as world number one. But it's Sinner's time to shine. ATP chairman Andrea Gaudenzi called the accomplishment a remarkable rise that demands intense dedication and determination. Let's not forget, Sinner's journey has been nothing short of meteoric. He cracked the ATP Top 100 in 2019 at just 18 years old, won the next-gen ATP finals that same year, and last November led Italy to its first Davis Cup title since 1976. Now, as the first Italian world number one, he is cementing his legacy in the sport. With Sinner at the helm and Carlos Alcaraz sitting at number 2, the future of men's tennis is looking brighter than ever. Can Sinner sustain this momentum? Or will Alcaraz and the resurgent Djokovic look to reclaim the throne? One thing's for sure, this new era of tennis is one to watch.
In a season marked by remarkable performances and intense competition, number 17 of our round of 2024's top stories is Max Verstappen, etching his name into the annals of Formula One history. The 27-year-old Dutch driver clinched his 4th consecutive World Drivers' Championship at the Las Vegas Grand Prix, securing his status among the sport's legends. Verstappen's journey to this championship is a testament to his skill, consistency, and audacity on the track. Throughout the 2024 season, he demonstrated exceptional prowess, achieving 7 victories in the first 10 races. However, a mid-season dip in form for Red Bull coincided with a resurgence from McLaren, with Lando Norris securing 5 wins since his maiden victory at the Miami Grand Prix. Now, despite these challenges, Verstappen's early season dominance provided a substantial lead, allowing him to clinch the title with 2 races to spare. Max Verstappen's 2024 Formula One season has been a display of his exceptional talent and relentless pursuit of pushing the envelope in motor racing. Securing his 4th consecutive World Drivers' Championship, Verstappen has solidified his place among the sport's legends. The season commenced with Verstappen showcasing his prowess, securing victories in the Bahrain and Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. His commanding performances set the tone for the season, establishing him as the driver to beat. Of course, despite a mid-season glitch where Red Bull faced technical challenges, Verstappen's resilience shone through. He maintained his focus, consistently finishing in the points and keeping his championship aspirations alive. Verstappen's victory at the Qatar Grand Prix was particularly very noteworthy. In a race characterized by multiple safety car periods and intense competition, he demonstrated strategic brilliance and composure under pressure, clinching his 9th win of the season. The Las Vegas Grand Prix happened on November 23 of 2024. It was a defining moment in Verstappen's season, finishing 5th. He secured the points necessary to clinch his 4th world title, underscoring his consistency throughout the whole year. This achievement alone places him in an elite group of drivers with 4 or more championships, highlighting his dominance in the sport. Verstappen's 2024 season not only adds to his championship tally, but also cements his legacy as one of Formula One's greats. His ability to adapt, overcome challenges, and maintain peak performance throughout the season sets a new benchmark for excellence in the sport. Reflecting on his achievement, Verstappen expressed pride and relief. He acknowledged the challenges faced during the season, including a mid-season slump, but emphasized the team's collective effort in overcoming all of these hurdles. Now, he stated, "I'm incredibly proud of everyone of what they have done for me, and to stand here as a 4-time world champion is something I never thought was possible. Notably, he is the only driver alongside Prost to have achieved 4 consecutive championships. Red Bull Racing's performance this season was a blend of early season dominance and mid-season challenges. The team's initial success was tempered by a mid-season slump, but hey, Verstappen's consistency, podium finishes, and victories, including a remarkable win from 17th on the grid at the São Paulo Grand Prix, were instrumental in securing the championship. As Verstappen prepares for the 2025 season, the prospect of emulating Michael Schumacher's record of 5 consecutive championships looms large. With Red Bull Racing's commitment to excellence and Verstappen's unwavering dedication, the future of Formula One promises to be as thrilling as ever.
And that wraps up tonight's countdown, but be sure to stay tuned as we get closer to number 1. Before we go, think on this. This is from the coach who led North Carolina State University to an improbable 1983 NCAA championship, defeating heavily favored Houston. His legendary 1993 ESPY speech delivered while battling cancer encouraged others to laugh, think, and never give up. James Thomas Anthony Valvano, better known as Jimmy V, said, "Don't measure yourself by what you have accomplished, but by what you should have accomplished with your ability." Erika, you know, it's so nice of you to join us for our countdown bago matapos ang taong 2024. How was your Christmas, my friend?
It's been amazing. You know, Christmas has always been a time for me to really reflect on the year that has passed and, of course, do this alongside with my family. So that's exactly what we did yesterday. How about you?
Hashtag blessed Christmas. Yes, family, this is the season to celebrate, and like we're doing here on the Scorecard, celebrate all of the milestones that all of our sporting heroes have shown throughout the year. And that is exactly what we wish for you guys as well. We hope that you've been able to celebrate with family as we continue to give you guys all the sporting updates every night here on the Billionaire News Channel.
I love that, Anton.
And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again here tomorrow on the Scorecard.
For sports is our business and business is our sport.
Right here on the Billionaire News Channel. My name is Anton Roxas.
And my name is Erika Kristensen.
Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.